everybody to a video review. Yes, this is my first Roblox review, and I just want to get something out of the way before I start reviewing Roblox Prison Life. This is purely my opinion. It is not what the public thinks. It is not what is. This is not a fact, and it will never be a fact. It is just one person's opinion on a very popular game. If you disagree, then I would appreciate you going down to the comments and telling me what you think. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. Don't be the person who disagrees with my opinion and is totally mad and spams the comment sections like a madman. Don't be that person. Let's try and keep the comments a clean place. This is not a real hashtag, but if there was a hashtag I would create, it's hashtag keep the comments a clean place. In video reviews, I've seen some really horrible comments, and I don't want the comments that I've seen to be in this video. So just getting that out of the way, this is my opinion. This is only me. Alright, so this is Prison Life. Prison Life 2.0. The original Prison Life came out in 5/1/2014. I'm not really sure what date that is. The original Prison Life was a very fun game, and while it was not the most exciting thing, at the time, it was some of the best Roblox we had ever seen. But with more popular YouTubers coming out and playing Roblox, such as DanTDM, Think Noodles, etc., etc., Roblox began to get more attention, therefore meaning more games developed and more profits seen, meaning that this game kind of vanished away. For a long time, it was at the very bottom of the popular page, until a 2.0 came out. So let's play the 2.0. And note, no offense to Athestical here. Athestical, I'm just stating my opinion. If you're probably not watching. I can guarantee you he's probably not watching. But still, if he ever happens to be wandering on YouTube and sees this review and is like, what? This is his opinion? Or, wow, that's great. Then, yeah, and I don't mean to, put trash on S or anything. Alright, so, in this part, I'm gonna review Prisoner. I will review, you know what, I'll review both in the span of time. So first I'll go for the Prisoner. Prisoner is quite an easy thing to review. There's not a lot for the Prisoner. Alright, the Prisoner. Whoa. The Prisoner. The Prisoner is a role where you have to escape from prison. In Prison Life 1, this was a very easy task, and could be done very easily. This game, it is hardened much, much harder. Why it is harder is because the hammer is nowhere to be seen. Seriously, guys, if you know where the hammer is, please do tell me, because I really want to know where the hammer is. Anyways, so without the hammer, the escape becomes even harder. The only reason I escaped in my first Prison Life video, the first video I ever made on this channel, mind you, in the first Prison Life video I made, a friend cop decided to help me out. Only reason I got out. It is very hard to escape in this new and improved version, and yet I feel as though this new and improved version kind of forgets the old version and becomes more and more like Redwood Prison. Let's put it this way, I'm not a fan of Redwood Prison. I think Redwood Prison is too easy to escape, and it's kind of anticlimactic, and I don't get it. I feel like this game saw Redwood Prison and tried to copy it. I really do. The bigger prison doesn't really mean anything to me. Fine, it's a bigger prison. Personally, the layout is not as memorable as Prison Life's old layout, and I feel as though they should have kept the old layout for Prison Life. I can't really pull up a picture of the old Prison Life layout right now, but if I can make a video one day showing it for those who haven't played the old Prison Life. I do appreciate the new it feels like a new graphics turn up, and I do appreciate the better programming on buttons and so forth. The button programming is appreciated, but really it feels like this update feels like just that, a buttons reprogram and a prison reprogram. It feels like a whole different game to me. It really does feel like a whole different game. I really don't agree with where this game went. Not only can I not find the hammer, which makes it unfun and impossible to escape. I really don't like the way this game went. It reminds me too much of a game I really hate, Redwood Prison, and it just becomes more and more like it. And also, once you escape, I found nothing unique in the town, and I really didn't see any use or work in going into town. Now, really, escaping in prison life meant, well, you get an AK-47. There is AK-47s in this game, don't get me wrong, but if there was a 2.0, I would like to see something more than just AK-47s added to the town. And that was one of my requests with the old prison life, was that they added something more than just simple AK-47 escape. And also, I feel as though the AK-47 is overpowered. And my final thing I have to say about the prisoner is that the cops can be... Now, I'm not saying this is everybody, but I really don't like when cops let you escape, B, kill you for no effing reason. That gets really annoying real fast. And it just really does. Like, you've all had it happen to you if you play Prison Life. You're a powerless prisoner, and a guard comes along and shoots you. They try to leave the free prisoner rule in place, but there's a handy-dandy button right here, and that's kinda dumb. It really is. Now, I've never done it, so maybe that button disappears, but as far as I know, it does not disappear. So really, I'm just not a fan of the new updates to the game, and I would have preferred that the prison stayed the same, except just maybe update buttons or tab buttons. Well, if I do have to say one thing, they made the nights much shorter, and the worst part of prison life and being a prisoner is the nights, because everyone's just jumping around in the clamped hallway, so I'm happy to see them make an improvement. See this jerk? He's arresting me for no effing reason. Come on, dude, I just crouched for 1 effing second. Also, another thing I would have liked to have seen that many prison escape games borrow is an actual inventory. Like a button that says inventory. But unfortunately, it was not added in this version, and I don't really see it anywhere. See, look at this fool! He killed me for no effing reason! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! See, this is what I'm doing. Alright, so now let's read the cop side. If I can join them. I can. Let's review the cops. The cops get a much better thing here. Unfortunately, though, unlike in the... Well, actually, yeah. Actually, no, nothing. Unlike in the last game, the key card doesn't have to be held, which makes it much easier to attack prisoners. You could just bust through the door and shoot them. You don't have to wait to hold out your key card and or have the frequent struggles when someone puts in a key card and you go through and the door closes. You can always move it when your body gets close and it'll always stay open. So that's already a giant improvement against Prison Life 1. Another thing that's good about being a guard is it's fun to see the new handcuff animations. The handcuff animations were a really fun thing to see, and I think the handcuff animations are brilliant. I don't know how you did it, 8Testicle? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but I really, really enjoy the new handcuff. It feels so rewarding to cuff someone. See, look at that. So rewarding. Yep, and see, he's a prisoner now. See, look at that fool. Anyways, so, it's very rewarding to see the prisoner cuffed. And I think the guards are improved very much, especially with the opening doors and buttons. Really, besides that, I don't really see anything. I mean, let's go outside and check the cop cars. I'll see how they drive. I've actually never driven a cop car before. I'll quickly pause the video so I can get to the cop cars without losing any of my time. See you guys out. Here's a cop car. Let's see how it drives. I think it still drives. Alright. So I see that the ignition has been removed. In the original Prison Life, if you don't know, you had to actually fire up an ignition. And the ignition would turn the car on. I also see the car goes to faster speeds, I see. Or is that just me? Anyways, I know it's missing the ignition, so that's kind of sad, because the ignition left for a really good roleplay. And all in all, I'm not really... And I mean, the car goes faster, which can mean for good chase roleplay, but I mean, that's the problem with this game, I think. I think he kind of went in a roleplay direction for a game that isn't really about roleplay. Also, I feel the game is just harder, and if anyone knows where to find the hammer, please tell me. Anyways, all in all, if you want my altogether opinion, if you want my altogether opinion is that I don't really think this update is worth it. Yes, that just came out of my mouth. I don't really think the update is worth it. I really, really do think that we could have gone without this update, and I think or the update could have just been done better. I think the update's kind of sloppy. I think all in all, the update's just really sloppy, not worth it. And I'm not saying the update is bad. Well, I am saying the update is bad, but I'm not saying it was badly developed. The update was some of the best. Again, I said the buttons are beautiful. The button icons, all of the development is really beautiful. And I'm saying I love the button reflex, and I love all the developing he had to do for this. Well, you know what I mean. I love all the developing that he did for this, but I'm not a fan of all the developing that was done. I'm not a fan of all the developing on the prison, on the cop cars, on the so forth. I'm not a fan of the stuff he did on cop cars. I'm not a fan of the stuff he did to the prison. I'm just not a fan of this update. I think the buttons badly needed new updates. Will needed that. The buttons badly needed updates. Like these buttons right here badly needed updates. They just badly needed them updates. And I really do think the updates are useful, but I really don't think they're the type of useful that I would consider. I really don't think all in all, I don't think the update was worth it. The update just wasn't how I envisioned a Prison Life update going, and I would rather the game stayed the same than had this new update. I'd really rather the update went much, much differently than this. All in all, I'm not a fan, and I don't think I will ever be a fan. Oh, he reset himself. That's nice. Anyways, I'm just not a fan of this update, and I would have rather he stayed off. Alright, again, if you enjoyed my opinion on Prison Life and would like to see another Prison Life video and or review, please feel free. In the end, I just didn't think it was worth it. I give this update a 7.0. This update definitely didn't really feel worth it. I would have given it an 8, a 9. I feel 7.0, anywhere from a 7.0 to a 6.5. I really feel it's appropriate. I really didn't enjoy this game, and I really don't like these updates. I just don't. I really just don't. Now, guys, I know, guys, that didn't exactly go how I wanted to. I'm stuttering and mumbling the entire time. But if you want to see more reviews like this, we definitely can do. So, the game I'm planning to review next is Murder Mystery, so stay tuned for a Murder Mystery review, and I will see you guys later, and bye!